Hi, Napheesa. Great game on our Sporting Tribune. I want to talk a little bit about, there's been so much talk over the course of the media last couple days about the WNBA and Unrivaled having some type of adversarial relationship, but the WNBA has supported Unrivaled, and, you both talked with the commissioner. The commissioner said he was proud of you and Brianna. Can you just talk a little bit about why you thought it was, important to highlight Unrivaled and the players before the All-Star game coming up?
Yeah, there's, especially from our perspective, this is very loud. There's no rivalry. We support one another. I think both of us lift each other up. We're not in competing seasons, we're in opposite seasons. And the W success is Unrivaled success and vice versa. At the end of the day, we're trying to get players paid. We're trying to grow players' brands, keep them relevant in the off season. And so it's definitely, I don't know where that rivalry narrative comes from, because all we try to do is lift players up. We've never said that we're in competition with the W. We're not. So I don't know. People are making that up. I don't think either party feels that way internally. So yeah.
The message in the huddle after the first quarter, down 4 points, looking to sort of mount that comeback throughout the rest of the first half.
Yeah, I mean, there's going to be ebbs and flows in the game. It's okay. They were going on their runs. I think just staying strong in what our defense is. Players are going to make plays, but we have to make sure that the shots they're getting aren't easy shots. They were getting downhill in the paint a little bit. We were fouling a little bit in the first quarter, so cleaning that up and just staying strong. It's a long game, so I think this team does a really great job of, staying even-keeled, not getting too high or too low, and that allows us to be super resilient, which is exactly what we were today.
Hi. Talk about resilience. For either of you, I guess, if you guys want to answer this question. Obviously, the game against Phoenix didn't go your guys' way, but today you guys had four players in double figures. What does that say to the team and just the belief in one another to bounce back?
I would just say that, every time we lose a game, I feel like we just learn from it what we could do better. And I feel like we really focus on not letting our mistakes or just the frustration of losing carry over. So I feel like our energy and focus was just super here this game. And I feel like out there we felt that, and that's why we were able to get this victory.
You had a really great game today, led scorers with 18 points. Do you feel like in your second year now playing with the Lynx that you feel like you know what to bring when you come out? It's easier for you to read what's going on, like, hey, they need me to score more, they need me to pass more. Do you feel like your second year you've really...
Yeah, well, my job when I get on the court is just to run the offense and keep the pace. So if the shots are there, I'm going to take them. Today they were there, and we're, busting out in transition and just a lot of open shots. So I feel like for me, I don't think my game is based off points. It's just more so like whether I'm running the offense and, finding players and that sort of nature.
You guys are 4 games ahead of the second place team in the league. Do you guys really feel like you're a step ahead of the league right now? And what do you feel like you guys need to improve on?
No, I think the league is very, very competitive, and that gap can close really fast. So that's definitely not something that we're taking for granted. I think we go into every game preparing and treating each team the same, because any team can win any night. So we know that we have to bring our best game every night. And yeah, just keep chugging along. I think we're really good at focusing on the next game up, not looking at the end of the year yet, not looking at our record. Coach always says you win games possession at a time, so that's how we're taking it.
One more question for me. This is off the court related. This is your second straight camp day. A lot of kids in attendance. Here in LA, we're a very diverse area over here with a lot of kids of color that kind of come out to this. Especially in regards to LA County, we've had a lot of influx of ICE activity, deportations. It's really hard for the community. So what does that mean for y'all to be able to come out here, play for the kids? Y'all have always been in the forefront of social rights and human rights, that type of stuff. So, what do y'all have to share about your thoughts on that?
I think it's great. Sports, the thing I love about sports is it's so unifying. It doesn't matter your background, your race, your economics, where you come from. Sports is something that can bring people together. And especially in a time where it's so scary in our country, I think having a 2-hour break is really crucial, where people can come together and cheer and have fun and not think about the real life things that are happening. As players, when we're on the court, it feels like it's so important, it's life or death. But especially what's going on right now, it makes you realize that, we're playing a game and there's a lot more important things happening in life. So anything we can do, especially, with kids involved in camp days and things like that, having them cheer like this, it's a blessing to be able to do that, and something that we definitely don't take for granted.
This is for either of you. With the back-to-back, how do you cipher through what the main thing is, and what was the main thing for y'all today?
How do we decide what the main thing is?
Well, like decipher,
Oh.
like with a back-to-back.
I think we just, again, you got to take it day by day. Like, you can't look at the schedule. We know our schedule. We try to fight it. They said no, but you can't control that right now. So we have to take what's given. Coach said this too, but no one's going to put an asterisk by any of our losses because we had 4 games in 7 days. Like, no one cares at the end of the day, especially when you're at the top. People just want you to lose. It doesn't matter why you lost. And so I think our team does a really great job of staying together and making the main thing, which is winning games, keeping that the main thing. Like I said, we're focused on the next game up. We're done with this hard stretch for a little bit. Now we're going to Chicago. We're going to focus on them. And then we're going to focus on the next game and the next game, and just stay together in that way.
Hi, and this is for either of you, but you guys were so dominant today. I'm just curious what particularly you might have prepared for when it came to playing the Sparks. Was there anything you were concerned about, and that you were glad that you were excelled when it came to playing them today?
Yeah, we know that LA's a great team. Literally their whole team, bench as well. So we knew that we just had to come in here and be focused. Obviously with the back-to-back, we just had to watch film and lock in. So I feel like our coaches prepared good film for us, and we were able to, learn that way versus getting on the court. But it was a battle all the way until the end. There was a couple runs both ways. That just kind of shows the team that they are. They're always going to fight till the end. So yeah, definitely a tough fought battle, but just preparation, I think.
Yeah.
All right, can you guys hear me okay?
Yeah.
Word. All right, a question for B specifically. Can you just talk about the impacts that Natisha had coming off the bench, and the whole bench as a whole? I think it was 30 first half points from the bench. Just what did that mean to you all this afternoon?
Yeah, T's impact is huge. She's just such a spark on the bench. I was looking at this. She was a plus 14, highest of the game. And we feel that when we're on. T is so quick, so the way that she's able to push the pace, especially in transition, getting in the lane and spraying it out. When she's open, taking threes, knocking those down. She's such a dynamic player and point guard, making the right reads, that she's huge for us. And she's really what makes the team go, especially when we need that extra spark coming off the bench. So T's been great.
You guys have 22 more field goal attempts than we did. You guys are able to turn them over at such a high rate. Does that give you guys a comfortability on offense where you don't have to stress about having the perfect offensive possession because you are winning the possession battle by that margin?
I didn't know we had that many more. Each possession, I don't think so, because I think each possession, you're trying to get the best shot. So I didn't know we had that many more extra possessions, but I did feel like we were crashing the boards, kind of getting in there, trying to get those 50-50 loose balls. But, I don't think that margin made us any flimsier on offense. I think we're trying to lock in and get good shots no matter what.
We're going to Andrew on Zoom.
Thank you very much. First for you, Natisha, want to ask not only about Diamond and Maria's impact off the bench, but how do you rate Napheesa's drafting skills from her NBA drafting? And for you, Fee, did you know that Cheryl was going to get traded beforehand, before you and Clark did that, or was that just on the spot when that happened? So first for you, Natisha.
Oh, I think Fee knows what she wants, so her draft picks were all great. I'm happy that she, got Courtney, she got Cheryl, so the whole Minnesota Lynx finna be there. So I'm happy about that. So she's a great drafter.
Yeah. Watch out. I might be a GM one day. No, I would hate that job. Yes, I texted Caitlin before to ask if we could trade for Cheryl. So, yes, it was pre-planned.